and my Lord, more importantly, we have a further affidavit, the one where I want to start my highlights. A further affidavit by the first petitioner. Yes, 2nd of July 2021. My Lord, this petition raises a fundamental question about the fairness of the trial process. Just one issue, maybe an additional issue about abuse of prosecutorial powers, but the main issue is fairness of the trial process. My Lord, the petitioners were charged in the magistrate's court sometimes in 2019 in Eldoret ESCC number 2 of 2019. My Lord, the charge sheet is being exhibited at page 34, from page 34 of the supporting affidavit to the petition. My Lord, when they were charged in court, it looks like DPP was not ready, the ESCC was not ready with the investigations. It looks like from the proceedings which have been annexed to the petitioner's further affidavit, because my Lord, this is where our case starts and ends. If you look at these proceedings, my Lord, at the start of the trial, my Lord, you look at page 17 of the proceedings. At the start of the trial, the father's affidavit, yes, where the proceedings of the trial court is the only annexure. The first annexure, the first annexure, the proceedings of the trial court. The father affidavit. My Lord, you start at page 17. My Lord, you can see the magistrate, after a complaint that the state is trying to delay the case, because they requested for time to do further investigations, my Lord. After charging the suspects in court, they requested for time to do further investigations. And then on page 18, the magistrate is concluding and saying that the accused were charged on 9th July 2019. It is 4 months since they were charged. And then, my Lord, he gave the prosecution 2 weeks to finalize the investigations. So that the trial process, the DPP can put its house in order, whether to amend the charges, charge the suspects additionally and all that. My Lord, the DPP didn't do that. They didn't comply with the directions of the court. My Lord, in page 19, you can see at from page 19 to page 20 of the same proceedings, the magistrate is now saying, I give the last chance to DPP to decide whether to amend the charge or to proceed as it is. The ruling is on page 20, the first page. It says DPP last chance to decide whether to amend the charges or proceed as it is. My Lord, on page 21, still DPP did not, there was a period of where there was a pandemic which delayed the trial. But my Lord, at page 21, when the matter was eventually now in court, when the courts were beginning to hear matters, at page 21 of the proceedings, you will see the magistrate saying this case has excessively delayed. At page 21, from the entitled ruling. And then the magistrate says DPP cannot be heard to say that it's not sure when they will make the ultimate decision. So the magistrate decides and says in page 22, the case must proceed for hearing. So my Lord, in summary, the case did proceed for hearing. My lord, from the proceedings, again in summary, 13 witnesses, my lord, 13 witnesses testified. My lord, they were extensively cross-examined. But my lord, what happened thereafter is what really we are lamenting about. It was so bad because the suspects, the petitioners, were then arrested by the DPP, by the EACC, and my lord, charged in court. After the trial process has gone that far, my lord, the charge sheet is at page 46. The new charge sheet is at page 46. Of the petitioner's blue document, page 46 of the petitioner's blue document. That's why my lord, the new charge sheet is there. So my lord, what happened is that when we examined this charge sheet, we saw that they were on matters which the magistrate had given the state last chance to do investigation before the trial proceeds. My lord, in Dr. Paklea's father affidavit, yeah, sorry, my lord, in that same blue document, my lord, you will see at page 71, my lord, page 71 of the blue document. It is marked down there. My lord, this is the document which formed the basis of the new charges. Page 71, page 72, page 73, up to page 74. My lord, these are the documents which form the basis of the new charges. So, my lord, we raised fundamental concerns, constitutional fair trial concerns. Because, my lord, these documents had been subjected to intense cross-examination of witnesses in the earlier trial. My lord, the entire proceedings where I am cross-examining witnesses is about these documents. My lord, they were available to the state when the first trial began. So, my lord, we asked ourselves, why didn't the state just charge these suspects from the very beginning because they had these documents? My lord, they had these documents because on top of the documents, my lord, you will see they have been extracted from the bundle which was given to us. You will see, my lord, on the two documents, you will see B78, B98, 1, B98. These documents were part of the trial documents which had been submitted to us earlier, and we had begun intense cross-examination. Indeed, my lord, we thought that the state is doing a collateral attack of the criminal proceedings already in court. And that's, my lord, complaint number one. My lord, the state were using the new charges to collaterally attack the position taken by the defense in cross-examination of witnesses. My lord, it amounts to stealing the match. Once the trial process continued and the defense has revealed their strategy in cross-examination, there was no way the state can charge the suspects again. My lord, that window was closed. My lord, that's why, my lord, we have this petition before you. And I'll go straight to the prayers, my lord. My lord, you will see from prayer number 1 in page 23 of the blue document. My lord, the petitioner is complaining that charging them afresh on facts and transactions, yet they have already been, which are the subject of criminal case number 2 of 2019. 2 years after the trial process has begun and is midway, is a violation of the petitioner's right to fair trial in Article 50, paragraph 2 of the Constitution. My lord, it's about fairness of the trial process. The DPP cannot be allowed to do that. It's so unfair to the accused persons. My lord, secondly, the petitioner is saying that doing what the DPP did amounts to abuse of prosecutorial powers in Article 177, paragraph 157, paragraph 6 of the Constitution, my lord. 157, paragraph 6 of the Constitution. My lord, additionally, the petitioners are saying that charging the accused persons with additional offenses midway in a trial is a collateral attack of lawful proceedings. And my lord, it is heavily prejudicial to the petitioners. My lord, it is heavily prejudicial to the petitioners. No matter how we look at it, it is heavily prejudicial to them. And my lord, I think I've mentioned this, to charge the petitioners on issues which have arisen from cross-examination of witnesses in trial number 2 of 2019. My lord, issues which the magistrate has made preliminary rulings and findings on. And you can see, my lord, one of the issues, and I'll just quote this one and I end my submission. My lord, at page 68, my lord, page 68 of the blue document, 68 and 69, you will see a ruling by the magistrate. My lord, the magistrate is saying in the ruling, it is noted from the charges as framed, my lord, the last paragraph, and submitted by counsel, there is no allegation that any money or loss was incurred. The magistrate is saying no money was lost. And my lord, based on that particular ruling, the trial process has begun and the examination has made. So my lord, the complaint is that if you charge a suspect in an additional charge on facts which are available to you, then it simply means you didn't do a good job. You are starting to collaterally attack judicial proceedings. That's why, my lord, we felt strongly, and the learned judge granted stay of the criminal proceedings, for this court to determine, my lord, that particular question of the fairness. And my lord, we are seeking a prayer that the new charges, Eldoret ESCC number 3 of 2021, be quashed. My lord, let the trial process, where 13 witnesses have testified, continue as it is without further delays. The DPP had all the time under the sun to put his house in order. They were granted more than 1 year by the magistrate to put their house in order, until the magistrate got fed up and said, no, the trial process must proceed. We can't entertain this anymore. So, my lord, I pray that you allow the petition with no order as to costs, because my lord, I haven't seen petitions where the state sometimes pays costs. Thank you, my lord. Thank you very much. That's all.
They should pay costs. They sometimes pay costs.
My lord, on this one, we are not asking for costs. We just want the criminal trial process to continue to its logical end. That's all we are asking, my lord. No costs.
But I think Mr. Mega, this is a fundamental question. But again, you remember you laid down the jurisprudence that we try to put in cost as the law.